Okay, so I'm going to do my makeup. I'm going to get ready. I have already asked you all to ask me questions. I'm going to show you how I do my makeup. Why can't I frame a sentence right now? Okay, anyway. So we're going to start with skincare. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some vitamin E oil on my face. And let this absorb into my skin for a bit. While this is setting in, I'm going to put some lip balm. I use the one from Sugar. I use it so much that it's like dead. I have another one, but I don't know why, whenever I open a new thing, I end up breaking it. Does that make sense? Especially eyeliner and lip balms, lipsticks. Lipsticks not so much, but I'm very accident prone. I'm going to put some clove oil. Let me take a sip of my tea before I. So this is a great trick to make your lips feel a little more, look a little more plumped. You just need a drop, and if it accidentally goes like touches your tongue, it's really better. I'm just going to let my lips you lose sensation after a point. Next, I'm going to put some moisturizer on my face. I have really dry skin. Not really dry skin, but I have dry skin. So the more prep you do, the less makeup you'll need. It's not a myth, it's an actual fact. Although when I started doing my makeup, I didn't know this. I was also very lazy. I mean, I still am. But I've seen a difference with when you put like good moisturizer, like a good amount of moisturizer and skin oils before you start your makeup. It just sits better. I'm going to let this absorb, and I'm going to answer the first question. I've written it down. I don't know, I like writing things down. It just makes me feel like it's more real. Which is your favorite dance form? Western dance or belly dance? It's like I'm buffering. No. So my favorite dance form, I just like dancing for fun. I don't particularly think I'm good at it. I just like dancing because it makes me happy. I feel like if you move your body, it just like if you just even if you jump or if you walk or if you I just drop everything or if you drop things. See, I was just telling you all I'm like accident prone, clumsy. So I learned belly dance. I have tried learning other forms of dance. I've tried to learn Kathak. I've tried to learn like this heels dance form where you wear heels and dance. I've taken a couple of lessons for pole art, and I've also tried contemporary. I've tried everything, and the thing is, I've not done it for long enough to get really good at anything. I just get bored very easily. I remember when I started taking Kathak classes, I just wanted those ghungroos. You get 100 ghungroos. You have to start with I think 10 or 20, and then you slowly keep getting more ghungroos. And with dance forms like Kathak, classical dance forms, even like ballet, it's the same moves. If you keep practicing the same moves, and it's very monotonous. Also, people start at a really young age, like a really small children in these classes. So I convinced my teacher to give me ghungroos. As soon as I got them, I quit. So what dance form do I like? I like belly dance also, but there's a lot of training that goes into it. Honestly, it's just it's not. I wouldn't say it's difficult, but it's just doing the same moves over and over again until it turns into muscle memory, where it just comes naturally to you. So I like all dance forms. Honestly, I can just talk in circles. It's hilarious. Anyway, So what I just used was I put some eyeshadow on my eyelids. Now next question. First let me put some concealer. I like doing my concealer before my foundation because that way then you just need less. So this is more of a color correction when you have pigmented skin, pigmentation, and when you have pigmented skin. Wow, everyone has pigmented skin. When you have when you're a little, what undertone am I? Like this is just the worst. I have a warm undertone, I know that, but I also need a little bit of color correction, which is just, it just looks a little darker in some spots. I wouldn't say I have dark circles, but I don't know. So I stopped drinking my spearmint tea. My cortisol levels get high, and then when I stopped, I realized that it just made me, I wouldn't say more stressed, but it's just like these small signs you get to know. I was taking naps in the afternoon, and then when you're working out and all, also if your cortisol levels are high, you just don't see much of a difference. Not that I'm working out to achieve any physical goals, I'm just working out more for my mental health. Which brings me to the next question. Another thing I like doing is after I finish something, I like putting a small tick mark next to it. Next is, who inspires you to do yoga every day? So, yoga isn't physical, it's more, it has more to do with the mind. That's what I've come to realize. And as I said, my cortisol levels were high, so I hadn't worked out or done any form of physical activity in the sense that I wasn't attending dance classes or anything for a very long time. I think for almost a year or over a year. And that's the thing, if you look at your body, then you'd feel like, oh, I don't need to lose weight, so I'm not going to work out. But then I changed my mentality to, like, when you're young, you're a child, when you're younger, you go to play and then you're excited, because as soon as you start thinking of things as a task, thinking of working out or practicing yoga or anything as something you have to do, it becomes really, it becomes very difficult to follow through, because then you're like, oh, I have to do this. You just, like today also when I was at the gym, I noticed that there are very few people, I don't expect you to smile or laugh while working out, but like there are very few people who actually enjoy what they're doing. And I think the trick to enjoying what you're doing is that you make it fun for yourself. Like you mentally make it not look like another chore, but like a fun activity you're doing for yourself. So now I just look at it as, like, in the morning, I love looking at the sun. So for me, it's just that I feel guilty if I don't watch the sunrise. Yesterday, it was so beautiful outside, like around 5:40. So I anyway have a habit of waking up early because I go to bed early. So I wake up at around 5, 5:20, 4:30, depends on how early I've slept and if I'm not woken up throughout the night. So I wake up around that time anyway, like around 5ish. But it takes me a while to be prepared to step out, to go out and do practice yoga or do anything. So what happens is that if I'm a little late, then I just cancel the whole plan. So now what I've like understood since a couple of, like, I think 2 months, what I've been doing is I just don't look at it as something I have to do. I'm just like, you know what, this is fun for me. It's actually something I look forward to. And I think once you get out of the house, then everything just gets easier. I mean, then you can do things. It's just that whole thing of getting ready and going out. Also, keeping your clothes ready the night before actually does help. If you plan your outfit, it does make it a lot easier for women, at least. I don't know if men feel the same way. Next question. What is the most common yet frustrating question you come across? This is like a double question. So someone asked me this, what is the most common yet frustrating question you come across, and the secret of your height. So the ironic bit is that's the most annoying question, because I have no control over anything physically. Like, I mean, I don't think any of us decide how tall we are going to be or how short we are going to be. It's just genetics, and I'm grateful. It took a while to get used to. I don't think I'm still used to it. I don't even think I'm tall. That's the funny part. I've realized, especially all my friends, they are, I would say, a little shorter than me. Then I have this habit of hunching, like I'm sitting right now also. So I think the secret of my height is, it's a secret to me. 2. So, oh, I forgot to do the blush before the base. Great. But it's alright, we're gonna wing it. Next question. Make a reel of your DMs. People who failed in flirting with you. That's really mean. I wouldn't do that. I mean, I used to post it on my stories as a joke, but I'd never post the people like their names. I don't think anyone fails in flirting. I feel like it's alright till it's harmless, till you're trying. I mean, no one's forcing me to respond. It's just like I don't like it when people, under the pretext of work, message you, and then once you reply, firstly they'll always be like, give your number. And I'm like, why would I give you my number? Like, just let's first discuss all the details. You can email me everything. And then they start sending you these annoying good morning messages. GM. I'm like, bro, stop it. I swear to God, my block list is way longer than I think any normal person's block list. I get annoyed with the like smallest things, especially because like if I the thing is that I check my phone at night at like around 8:30, and then my phone is on silent in a drawer, so I don't know what's happening. So the first thing when I wake up, I do look at my phone. I had tried not doing it. I mean, it's great if it works, but then I feel like if you have to force yourself, and as I said, if something seems like a task, just you'll not end up doing it. So anyway, I look at my phone first thing in the morning, and then when I see these messages, I get so upset. Like, not upset, I get mad at everyone. That's what I joke about. I'm like the most zen person, but I'm always triggered. Everything triggers me. So then I just block the person first because I'm so petty. I'll send them like a stinker, like a voice note being like, आपको कोई काम धंधा नहीं है, blah 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 blah. Because I'm like, you can't. That's so messed up. And like, this just happened like I think today morning or yesterday morning. That's another thing with waking up early. You just forget, lose track of time. A day feels like 3 days. Long story short, that's what's annoying. Like when it comes to DMs. Then, do you meet your fans? I don't think I have followers. I don't think I have fans. I mean, I wish I had fans. If I meet someone accidentally, that sounds weird. If I bump into someone, of course I can't not meet you if you're in front of me. This is not what you meant, I guess, but it's okay. Oh God, my tea is like cold, like this tea. Next, are you vegan? No, I'm not. I'm trying to be better with my greens, like vegetables and stuff. I like vegetables, not like I don't, but then I like. What do I like in vegetables? I'm thinking. I like. I don't like vegetables. I don't hate them. I like vegetables. But I don't like sabzi roti. But then I do eat sabzi roti. But the only thing I don't think I love chicken, mutton, all that. Like I love fish, but eggs I have to eat because it's a good source of protein. But I read this thing where they said that on Tuesdays you should be vegetarian, and I can be vegetarian. It's just that the egg bit, like there's eggs and brownies and cake and stuff. That's where it gets a little complicated. I love this eyeliner. It's by NYX. It's like really good. So I learned this. I saw this thing where this is how you do your eyeliner. But then on the other side, I don't know, my hands just start shivering. I want to do a red lip today, but then I think for the daytime it's too much. So these were all the questions I had. Like the questions that had been asked today. And next I'm going to do my mascara. And then some lipstick. I'm using lip tint. I mean, this is too much. See, something has to happen. It's just, I'm so used to it by now that if I'm not clumsy, it's just then I start feeling like something's off. Why are people clumsy? Is this something that I have control over? I think it's also because like my brain is always on in overdrive. There's always like 10 things happening in my mind. I'm just constantly thinking of the next thing I have to do. Or it's not like I'm constantly thinking. Oh my god, I messed up my makeup real bad. You know, I can see the mascaras inside my eye. Okay, I'm just gonna brush this. So when this happens, just let it dry and then just go over it, like just remove it. I was like, I'm gonna be calm and do my makeup really well today. Whenever I think that, it just gets messed up. It's very clumpy. Very, very clumpy. How do I fix this, man? Come to like for tips. Go back. Okay, it's gonna dry off and then we scrape it off. Actually, I've seen a lot of makeup artists scrape it off with the brush. It's a spoolie. This is a spoolie. It's in the like the other end of a eyebrow pencil. Done. I don't think it's gonna get more fixed than this. Next, I'm gonna use this lip tint. This is my favorite tint. I use this as a blush and a lip tint. I've lost the dhakkan. I broke it first accidentally and then I lost it. And we're done. My theory is that your makeup should not take that long to get done, because then I just get bored. It's the most difficult thing for me to sit in a makeup chair. Sometimes I really think that God put me in this line of work as a joke, as a practical joke. I have zero patience. Zero. But then I have no option. Surprisingly at work I wouldn't say I'm good, but I do fidget a lot. Yeah, and then you just pull this, I don't know just how to say it. You just pull it. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a dark thing underneath. I was so upset today because I saw old pictures of how long my hair was. I had such long hair till here. I don't know what I go through. But then I get upset every couple of months and then I'm like, I don't want these memories. I just want to cut my hair, I'll feel better. And then I chop my hair. Do I feel better? I actually do. But then I also miss my long hair. Because growing your hair is a task. I don't know how it grew that long last time. Okay, done. This is the final product. Now the hair. This is not what I'll wear, but done. If you like this video, comment below and please subscribe, because I've seen that you need to ask people to subscribe, because I just hate being told what to do. So then I feel like I don't want to tell people what to do, but then I think I need to tell you all what to do, because they say if you don't ask for things, you don't get them. So I'm going to ask you all to subscribe. I mean, it would be nice if you all did. Yeah. Bye.